Our first story we'll be reading today.
You're my butler now, and you do what I say, or else.
From user Humanoid Freak. After that, entitled Mom expects me to give her free artwork. From user Captain Curly. After that, entitled Dog. From user Mifty. And then we'll be finishing up with,
But it's 7-Eleven day. It should be free.
From user Yumi Seisei. Thank you so much to our authors for letting us read your stories. And if you're an author who would like me to read your stories next, please submit them to the r/Mr. Reddit subreddit. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for new stories from Reddit every single day.
You're my butler now, and you do what I say, or else.
Okay, let me tell you what happened on my first ever shift working at the theater. I think it was the first day, or it was the second, one of the two. I just know I was brand new. Players are me, we've got my coworker, we've got random customer. Forget you, lady, I'm not your butler, Karen, and we've got manager, boss man. I'm working concession, and I'm the runner. The runner is the person who grabs the food and drinks while the person on till takes the order and money. So we get this big order: popcorn, nachos, drinks, and whatever else. Coworker: it will be this much. Random customer: cool, can I have a box to put this in? Sure. I grab a flat box and assemble it so he can put his stuff in it, but he can't put everything on there. Coworker: do you need help, sir? Yes, I do. Humanoid, can you help him with his stuff? We are not that busy anyways. I grab the rest of the stuff and help random customer go into his theater. We walk inside and he is second row. He grabs the stuff from me and thanks me. I'm about to leave until Karen stops me.
Excuse me, young man.
Yes, can I help you?
Can you get me a refill of Coke, please?
This was when you were allowed refills on large drinks. Sure. I grab the large Coke and I go back to concession. Refill it with Coke and I go back to give it to her.
Thank you. Also, I need something else. Can you grab me some nachos and another large popcorn? Here is 40. I want my change back. I know what it costs.
I take the money and go back to concession. Silly me. I think I'm supposed to be doing this stuff because we want to please the customer. I go over to one of the coworkers and wait in line. There is only one person in front of me. The coworker I was running for sees this and says, "What the heck are you doing? Come back here and help me." I can't. A customer wants this and that. I have her money to buy it.
What the heck?
So I get the stuff and I go back to give it to her. Was she done? Nah, son. She wanted more.
My kid would like another refill of Coke.
Thank goodness the movie hasn't started yet. So I go back to concession. The manager is there, just steaming. Boss man says, "So, coworker says you're getting food for a customer with their money. Why?" I explain to him what happened. He quickly stops being mad and starts laughing a bit. "Yeah, no, we don't do that. They have to do that themselves. Just get back to running." I start running again, and 1 hour passes by. I hear a horrid scream come out of nowhere.
Where the heck is my baby's drink, you jerk? I've been waiting an hour.
I have to stay in concession, madam. I was told that was not my job.
You do what I say. You hear? You are my butler. Where the heck is the large cup?
I threw it away. Karen does not like this and loses her crap.
You darn jerk. You owe me a large drink. Get me one now, or you're fired. I know the manager here.
Boss man walks by because somebody radioed him. Excuse me, can I help you?
Who are you? Where's Billy?
Who's Billy?
The manager.
Well, I'm the manager, and there is no manager named Billy.
Stop lying. I know him. He is the head manager of this place. I want this jerk fired for not getting my drink. The nerve of him.
First off, the head general manager's name is Jeff. It wasn't. He just made some name up.
Whatever. I want you to fire this jerk.
Are you the one who made him get stuff for you?
Yes. He is my servant. You are all my servants. You all do what I want.
Come with me, madam. Karen and boss man walk off to somewhere. No idea what happened next, but I kept running. End of the shift, and I asked the boss man what happened to Karen. Turns out he went back into the theater with Karen, kicked her and her kids out, and got security to take them to the door. Also got banned. Nice. Next we've got Entitled Mom Expects Me to Give Her Free Artwork. Before I get started, I want to thank you, Mr. Reddit, for reading my first story. I showed your video to my friend, and he was instantly hooked. We both love the voices you do, and laugh every time you read. Thank you, Captain Curly. I really appreciate that. Our cast. We've got me. We've got Entitled Mother. We've got Jay, a coworker of mine. And we've got your narrator, Mr. Reddit. At the time of this story, I work the overnight shift at a gas station. My schedule is that I work for 7 days in a row and off for 7 days in a row. On my 7 days off, I have a lot of free time. I started getting into a hobby of nail and yarn art. It's simple, but takes patience. One of my coworkers heard me talk about my art projects and wanted to make a request for her girlfriend. I happily accepted. The next day, I got started. I worked on it as much as possible on my days off. I was determined to get it done before my next week to work starts. Thursday night rolls up and the project is done. Friday morning, my replacement, Jay, shows up. I clocked out and was about to leave. I had almost forgotten to give the project to her, so pulled it out of my backpack, gave it to her, and she thanked me and said that her girlfriend will love it. The end. Happy ending. Or so I thought. I was about to head out when all of a sudden a woman approached me. She didn't strike me as a Karen type.
I am sorry to bother you, but I saw that art piece you gave that girl and want to tell you it is really cool.
Oh, thank you.
I was wondering, my daughter has a birthday coming up soon, and I want you to make one for her. She likes that cartoon with the guy that breathes fire and has a blue cat.
Fairy tale?
Yes, that one.
I thought about it for a moment. I didn't think about making and selling my work. I was doing this just for fun. Then I asked the big question. How much are you willing to pay? Entitled Mom is confused.
What?
How much are you willing to pay?
I heard you. It is just that I thought you would do it for free.
What? Why?
Because you gave that piece to her for free.
What makes you think that?
Because I didn't see her give you money.
Jay jumps in, trying to save me from the situation. I paid him in advance, knowing full well he would have it done by the time he came back. So, either you back off or leave him alone and discuss payment.
Okay, fine. So, what's your price?
It depends on the scale and how much detail you want. The cheapest I'll go is about $30. Most, maybe around $60.
Why so expensive?
Most of it is to pay for materials and the rest for labor. Really, I can get materials cheap at Walmart, but I like the great quality stuff.
Pfft. So, how long will it take you?
Considering today is basically my Monday, I won't be able to get started till next week and won't be back till the week after.
2 weeks? That's ridiculous. My daughter's birthday is in 4 days.
I'm sorry, but that is the best I can do.
Well, that is unacceptable. I can't do this.
She storms out, pushing me and a couple of customers out of her way. My manager comes out, asking me what all the commotion was. She was in the bathroom the entire time. I explained it to her, and all three of us laughed it off. If you made it this far, thank you for reading. I wish I could get a picture of one of my artworks as an example of what she would have wanted, but didn't get. Next we've got Entitled Dog? Hello, guys. I know this title might sound weird, but bear with me. I can explain. So, here is some backstory. I've been living with my family in the same place for over 18 years. It's like a huge territory with multiple houses in it. A large main house divided into first and second floor, and a teeny tiny house on the side of the property. In the first floor of the large house lives the owner of the whole area. On the second floor lives her daughter with her family. So let me welcome the cast. We've got house owner. We've got dumb mother. We've got dumb father. We've got kid 1, kid 2, kid 3. We've got puppy, poor creature. We've got rat, which is the evil spawn pooch. We've got my mom, my dad, me. We've got Abby, my daughter, Isaac, my boyfriend, Nana, service dog, and Kenai, husky girl. In the time that we lived in the little house we have, we almost never had any trouble. The house owner was really nice and even let us go months without paying when my family had trouble finding jobs and such. Then her daughter got married. The wedding was a whole show of entitlement itself. Comment if you would like me to post the story, and I will gladly. So, owner's daughter gets married, and they move to the second floor, and everything was fine. Then, they started having kids. In came kid 1, 2, and 3, 2 girls and a boy. So the best thing that the parents thought would fit these kids was a puppy. Of course, right? What better toy for 3 kids than a living toy? In came Puppy. He was a Cocker Spaniel. Lovely dog that the kids used as a toy. They threw him around and kicked him, placed him into the basket of their bike, and forgot about him and such. You may ask why we didn't call animal control. Well, in Ecuador, there is no such thing. There are a few shelters, but no one really cared that time, about 10 years ago, about a puppy. So apart from me trying to hide him away in our house when they weren't looking, there was nothing I could do. Yet, Puppy was lucky because one day, one of the girls was lifting him up by his long and fluffy ears when he reached out and bit her close to the eye. She wasn't seriously hurt, but they decided to give Puppy away to a nice family, and I hope he is okay. Maybe they learned their lesson, I thought, but no. A few weeks later, they get Rad. He was a poodle toy and a cute puppy. When they went out for vacation, they asked us to look after him, and he was a really good boy. I really bonded with him because at the time, I had no dogs and really loved them. Time went on, and Rat changed. The kids still used him as a toy, and he became aggressive. Like, really. He hid in the corners, and when someone walked by, he bit our legs. He would go to the bathroom right in front of our main door. He would bark really loudly at us for even going out to the yard. He would destroy my mother's plants, attack me, and run around the yard like crazy, growling at anything and anyone. They broke that dog, and the worst part was that there was nothing we could do. Dumb mom and dumb dad, when saw their dog attacking me, just stood there and watched or called his name a couple of times without helping at all. Even though it is a small dog, It can make some serious damage with its sharp teeth, and my legs were proof of it. Soon I got tired. I couldn't have any guests over because he would attack them. It was horrible. My father is good at fixing things, and whenever they ask him to fix something and he goes upstairs to them to give the repaired item back, the rat just runs out and starts biting his legs when dumb dad or dumb mom is just like, "Lol, he is just a playful puppy." He even drew blood a couple of times. When I got my other two dogs, Nana and Kenai, they are way larger than him. He would sneak up from behind and bite their back legs and run away. Kenai, my husky, got to him a couple of times. He would squeal, run up the stairs to the second floor, and just bark from there, all day, all night. He barks so loud, he manages to wake up my baby from time to time, and it's hard to get her to sleep. Also, when my baby daughter was about 1 month old, I decided to take her stroller out to have a walk around our park, since our neighborhood is pretty safe. So I was taking her outside when I see that dumb mom was looking at me from the window of the second floor, saw me get out of my house with my baby in hands to place her in the stroller, went ahead opening the door and letting Rat out, who jumped at me before I could place Abby in her stroller, trying to bite at her arms. Tiny dogs can jump pretty high. I got scared and kicked him, not wanting him to hurt my daughter. Then dumb mom came out screaming at me.
How dare you kick my dog?
"Ma'am, you let your dog out and he's trying to bite my baby."
He's just playing with her. Would you like me to kick your dogs too?
"No, but he is growling. He has bitten me and my family before. I was just trying to protect my baby." All this is happening while I'm still holding my baby high close to my head, and the rat is still jumping trying to reach her.
If this happens again, I will talk to your parents and tell them you're an animal abuser.
Fine, go ahead. Your dog has bitten my parents too. If this keeps going on, I will call the police and tell them there is a dangerous dog trying to hurt people. I'll take pictures of my wounds and make a video of him attacking me and my child.
You wouldn't. We rent you this house and you should be grateful.
Owner is the one renting the house, and we are grateful to her. You have nothing to do here, and if you don't get him under control, I will call the police. Dumb mom picks up her yipping and snapping rat and stomps off, closing the door behind her, so me and Abby can go out for our walk in the park. Since that day, we had fewer encounters with Rat. They keep him inside more. We made a wooden fence so that he wouldn't go to the bathroom in our yard and dares not to sneak in because my two large dogs hate him, and he is just a coward. Still, from time to time, I notice dumb mom letting out her rat when I am going out or heading inside, but I am able to hurry before he comes to bite, and I just see her smirking from the second floor. I really hope they give this dog away, move away or something, because I really can't stand him. Sorry, no happy ending. This is still an ongoing problem. I hope someday will be fixed. And our final story of the day.
But it's 7-Eleven Day. It should be free.
Hey, Mr. Reddit. You have my full permission to use this post in a future video if you so choose to. Okay, this happened on July 11th, which some people know as 7-Eleven Day, where you can get a free Slurpee at a 7-Eleven station. I'm only writing about it now because I was both having a "what the heck just happened" moment and "did that really happen" moment. And yes, it sounds fake, but it really happened. English is first language. On laptop, I'm just a dingus. Our cast. We've got me, Nerdy Panda. We've got Entitled Person. Every staff and manager's nightmare come to life. We've got Cashier, and we've got the Random Guy. So, it was 7-Eleven Day, and I had just left work, a daycare center. I texted my parents if they wanted a free Slurpee. These are little cups, mind you. Mom did. Dad wanted a big one. No big deal. He paid me back. I get to the station closest to my house so the Slurpees don't melt too much, and I grab my 3 drinks. As I'm filling up my second drink, which was the largest size they carried for my dad and myself, I see this hand reach next to me towards the small drink I just made for my mom. I turn to see a woman next to me. At first, I thought she was a regular person reaching for a cup or straw near where I placed my cup. But no, she grabbed my cup. Excuse me, but that's my drink. I'm just filling up a few more. Entitled parent, not sounding like an entitled person. Sorry about that. Can I have it? Sorry, but I got this for my mom. They have some of the free cups over there if you wanted to get a free one. Entitled parent, now the entitlement comes out.
But this one is already made, and it's hot outside.
I waited in line with my cups to get the drinks, and it's not even for me, but for my mom. At that point, one of the cashiers who knew me since I was in elementary school, yes, I just aged myself, comes over. Excuse me, ma'am, but this is OP's drink. I watched her grab the cup from the display. If you want your free drink, you need to get your own cup. Entitled parent huffs and walks away. I finish making my drinks and head to the cash register. And who's in front of me but that entitled parent? I wandered through the aisle for a bit looking for a snack. Entitled parent had a couple of medium and large-sized drinks on the counter. I'm guessing she tried to leave with them and was told to pay. Here's the conversation that I caught. I wasn't paying attention when it first started.
What do you mean, total amount for drinks?
I didn't catch the amount she needed to pay.
It's 7-Eleven day. My drinks are free.
Cashier says, the small drinks on the display or that have the indicators showing that they are free are in fact free. The other drink sizes are not. Entitled parent starts throwing a fit, and I turned her out and went over to the open cash register and put my drinks up and paid. Entitled parent noticed I paid for 2 of the 3 drinks and goes off again.
Why does she only have to pay for 2 drinks? She should pay for all the drinks.
This small one is free. I have to pay for the other ones. Entitled parent tries to take my drinks again, but I gather them up and stare at her annoyed. Listen, I get that it's hot, but I've dealt with enough crap at work and just want to get home. You try taking my drinks again, and I will accidentally spill them on you. I left after that, hearing entitled parent stammer and cashier laughing. I'm not controversial or violent, but at that point I was done. I spent all day with screaming kids and their equally noisy parents, and just wanted to go home. I told my coworkers this today, and they laughed. Not at the event that took place, but how I, a nerdy 6-foot panda girl, actually swore. I do swear on occasion, but I use teacher cursing at work, so they've never actually heard me curse for real. Anyway, that's my story. It's all real, and it's all what the heck. And congrats to our re-generals of the day. That one guy on the sidewalk, Mama Cotterkey, Running Man Pepperman, and Turbo Blaster. Become tomorrow's re-generals by dropping as many re's as you can in the comments below.